Oh, wait, come on.
Meet my cowboy.
No, let's not do that. That's too weird. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello. How is everyone doing? I have a cowboy seated next to me and I
Hey.
just can't stop laughing.
I like playing Mr. Dress Up over here, huh?
Man.
So what else is there to do when you're at home all day long, right?
Sam has quite the hat collection,
Yeah.
and now that we are back in lockdown, he's going through different hats every day.
Yeah, it's like a different phase every day.
Yes, there you
Wearing
go.
my Scottish cap one day, and then I'm wearing a French beret another day, and a cowboy hat
And a gaucho hat.
on a Wednesday.
Yeah, anyways, enough giggles. We just wanted to check in, see how you guys are doing, say hello. And before we went into lockdown, guys, we managed to squeeze in 2 little day trips
Yeah,
from Toronto.
yeah, we did. So
Lucky us.
we went to Niagara.
Niagara Falls, yeah.
Wow.
So we're gonna share that footage with you today. It's a good thing we traveled when we did because, yeah, we are locked down for a whole month. Yeehaw.
yeah.
Cowboy.
Exactly, yeah. I'm gonna start practicing my lasso in the basement. I mean, what else is there to do? Anyways,
Anyways, Niagara.
Niagara.
We're talking about Niagara. So yeah, we went on a little spontaneous day trip to Niagara.
Yeah.
And honestly, this was our second attempt trying to get there. We had tried to go with my dad probably like a week prior.
car
and
broke down.
2 cars broke down on the same day, if you can believe that. What are the chances? So we're like, you know what? It just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
So we went a week later and we had beautiful weather.
Oh my gosh, I think it was like the last taste of fall / summer weather. It was
Yeah.
so nice out. The sun was out. Temperatures above 0. It was just fantastic. And I mean, this is a place that we've both visited a long time ago, especially
Yeah.
for me. Like, you gotta dial the clock back to the 90s, guys.
When did you go?
Different century.
Okay.
I was really young then. I actually used to have relatives who lived in St. Catherine, which is so close to Niagara. Like,
Yeah.
it's probably the closest big city, in fact. And so I went there when I was a wee one.
Did you do any of the activities at Niagara?
Nope, just went for a
Just
viewing.
looked at the falls.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what we did this time.
Okay, so we just arrived in Niagara Falls.
We sure have. And look behind us, we've got the iconic Canadian geese.
Yes,
Canada geese.
a lovely welcome.
A lovely welcome, yeah.
These guys are here around this time of the year. They arrived in southern Ontario. They stay here for a while, and then when it gets really cold, they fly off to the southern United States.
Yeah, they make it pretty far down there.
Yeah, they go to Georgia and the Carolinas and all those parts.
Yep.
They spend the winter there, and then they come back the end of the winter,
Yeah.
springtime. They look very tame,
Yeah.
but they are mean.
They hit.
Yeah, when you try to approach them or push them to go, like faster,
Yeah.
if they're crossing the road or something like that, they'll come at you.
Well, I have a funny story. There's a place where I actually get groceries in Brampton, the No Frills, nearby our house.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of them hanging out, and they blocked the sidewalk. I couldn't get
Yeah,
by.
no.
They were defending their territory,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't let me get by. So
These guys are not a pushover.
No.
So we know about them and we respect them.
Yeah.
So whenever you see them that they cross the road, they just wait and okay. But sometimes they take their sweet time,
they do.
Right? Let's go explore.
Check it out.
Let's go.
So Audrey, how do you feel being back in Niagara Falls?
Good. It's nice to be visiting again. I think the last time I was here was maybe 10 years ago.
Wow. Do you remember who you came with?
I think with my sister and some friends.
Oh,
In
cool.
the summertime.
In the summer. So
Yeah.
you've never been here when it's been this cold,
No,
huh?
all
Yeah.
bundled up.
All bundled up. Yeah, you're dressed the warmest.
Yes.
Your dad has no hat. You've got like a winter hat on. And you've got your gloves too.
It's like 5 degrees, okay? is sunny.
Yeah.
But we wanted to tell you some of the things you can do when you come to Niagara.
Yeah.
Right now it's kind of quiet, chill, because 2020, the pandemic.
So normally some of the things you can do are, there's a really impressive boat ride,
Yes.
which allows you to get up and close personal with the falls.
Yes.
You get the mist right in your face. Have you done that before?
Once upon a time. And then
Yeah,
aside
great.
from that, you can also do the tunnels behind the falls, which is a pretty cool experience as well.
Yep.
You can see the water coming down, like kind of right up close and personal. So that's a pretty cool experience.
Yeah, and I think a lot of married couples come here. I mean, there's like casinos, there's lots of hotels, there's like a Ferris wheel, there's an observation deck. There's just there's a lot of tourism going on in the area.
Yeah.
And then of course you've got the vineyards nearby. You've got Niagara on the lake. And so yeah, we're gonna just basically walk around a little bit more, and then what we're hoping to do in the afternoon is visit a vineyard.
That's the plan.
Do a little bit of a tasting.
Beautiful place.
Beautiful place.
We are right at the border. This is the border between Canada or Ontario and the state of New York. Over there is the USA. And here is Canada. Just the river that is
Across the bridge, huh?
across the bridge. Yeah, that's it. Upriver, they also have the water inlets that they take from this river to produce electricity. They have 2 plants in the United States and they have 1 in Canada. And in 1950, they signed a treaty between these 2 countries because they need to take almost 50% of the water that comes in the river. And if they don't do something, the falls are going to be almost dry, right? So in the 1950, they signed a treaty, the Niagara River Treaty between Canada and the United States, saying that during the month of April to the end of the tourist season, that is the end of October, they can only take water from this river to produce electricity at nighttime. During the day, they cannot touch it because we need to have the flow of water necessary so the falls are impressive, right? You
Yeah.
cannot drive the river and people come to see the falls and there's nothing falling
See
over.
dry falls,
There is
yeah.
no water. Now we're gonna go and we're gonna go take a look from the front.
Yeah, let's get a
to
better
the-
view.
Yeah, to the better view for the big one, for the
Let's check it out.
the horseshoe. Let's go.
So after walking along and soaking in beautiful views,
Surprise, we worked up an appetite.
we sure did.
Yeah.
And once again, lunch options were limited because no dine-in. It was
Yeah.
takeout or delivery only. So we're like, you know what? Classic Tim Hortons. Does it
Classic
get any
Timmy's.
more Canadian than that?
Yeah.
I think not.
We ate it in the car too, drive through style.
I know.
And yeah, we wanted to do that. We wanted to have a little bit of something in our bellies, in our stomachs, so that we could go and try some wine.
Okay, here we are in the Tim Hortons parking lot. We are having a quick lunch before we continue onwards to the vineyards. The restaurants are still closed for dine-in at the moment, so it's only delivery or takeout. So yeah, we went for something simple. Timmy's, I got a biscuit sandwich, breakfast biscuit, with an omelet, some bacon, cheddar cheese, and a little hash brown. So now let's talk about visiting the vineyards in Niagara. I think the biggest lesson we learned that day is to make reservations. Don't just show up, especially on a sunny weekend when other people
Hey,
are out.
if it seems like a good idea to you, it probably seems like a
To
great idea to
everyone else.
everyone in the GTA,
Yeah.
Greater Toronto area.
So the first place we wanted to try was the Wayne Gretzky Estates, famous Canadian hockey player. So we thought,
Yeah.
you know what, let's go there.
packed.
Jam-packed. Like
Packed.
the parking lot was full.
Yeah.
Like we got there and they had a sign that said, sorry, no more tastings or tours available, fully
Right.
booked for the day. So we're like, okay, no Gretzky.
So 0 for 1. Then
Yeah.
the next one we went to was.
I believe we went to Peller.
Yes. Yeah. yeah.
Beautiful property. And
Yeah.
again, we marched on in there. Hey, can we do a tasting?
Tasting, and they're like, no.
No.
They're like, where's it? No, the first thing they didn't say no. It was like, what's your reservation? And we're like, oh,
We don't have one.
You just feel like our heart sinking.
Yeah. So, but you know what? Some vineyards do have restaurants. So even if you get there and there's no availability to do an actual tasting, you can go in the restaurant and drink a glass of wine.
Yeah,
so
that's
that's
true.
what they suggested, but we wanted to do a tasting. So we were
Exactly.
like, we'll try our luck elsewhere.
Then
And
on
we
the
did.
third attempt,
Lucky 3.
it was a lucky third attempt. But let me tell you, it almost wasn't. Because we went to the door and it was basically the same story. It's like, you know, we're fully booked, blah, blah, blah. But if you wait a few minutes, there might be a cancellation or something. And we did. And I don't know how we got so lucky, but we ended up getting in for a tasting.
So that's how we got to try wine at the Two Sisters
Yes.
Vineyard, which apparently I later found out it's been voted the best small winery in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very high quality wines. Very, very good. Like some of the best we've ever had, to be perfectly honest. But also
Yes.
it's also high end too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we were really fortunate to find a place and to have such a good wine tasting. So just kind of the perfect way to cap off a day in that area. It just shows you that if you're just going to Niagara Falls for the views, you do have time to go to also Niagara on the Lake for the wine tasting.
Yeah.
Now, if you were to do all the other excursions, the helicopter tour, the boat tour, there's a tunnel
Behind the
tour,
tunnels,
behind the
yeah.
tunnel tour, that would take up the whole day for
Yeah.
sure.
All right, guys, after driving around, we finally found a vineyard to do a tasting. Saturdays are very busy, let me tell you.
No
So-
reservations.
No reservations. We just kind of showed up. We're at Two Sisters and we're all doing a tasting. It's $20 per person and you get to try 4 different wines. So
We're starting with a Riesling,
Yeah.
2018, and Samuel, you have
I've got a
what?
Chardonnay,
Chardonnay.
A Chardonnay.
aged in French
oak.
oak for 7 months, I think.
Oak barrels, huh? Okay. Salud.
It's very good.
Salud.
Very
I like it.
refreshing, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a good one to start off with, huh?
Yeah.
Nice and light, very soft. You were saying it kind of tastes like Granny Smith
Apple,
apples. not very crisp.
Granny Smith apple,
Yeah.
kind of. But we are having a beautiful day. It's a super beautiful autumn day. We are around this little town that is called Niagara on the Lake, downtown. It looks like something out of a picture. Okay, if you ever have a chance to come and visit this little town, it's really
It's impressive, huh?
impressive and it's worth the effort to drive. It's very close to Niagara Falls, so you're not that far away. So we recommend it highly.
Yeah.
Salud.
Salud. Round 2.
Round 2.
So we're going with the specialty red grapes that they grow here.
Yeah, so Sam and my dad got
Stone
the
Eagle.
Stone Eagle Estate Reserve, a $78 bottle of wine.
Yep.
Okay.
We're getting fancy.
fancy.
What's the grapes?
Okay, So, interesting fact, the blend of grapes used for their red wine is the same one used for my rosé. So it's Merlot,
Yeah.
Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah.
It's an excellent wine.
It's velvety. Goes down. It's like liquid velvet.
In this area, they're producing some really good quality wines. Huh?
Yeah.
The Niagara region here in Ontario. This one is really impressive. Huh?
Yeah.
Top 10.
I'm gonna try a bit of Sam's. What's this all about?
It's amazing.
What are we talking
I'll try yours.
It's a very, very good
Wow.
wine.
Yeah. Wow. So yeah, we were saying this is one of the top 10 wines we've had, not just this year, but ever. And that's saying something because at this point, we've made a point of trying probably a new wine every week for close to 2 years. Plus all the stuff we did in Argentina and all the other travels, we've probably, I'd say like we've tried at least 200-300 wines. So to be in the top 10, that's saying a lot. Salud, round 3.
Cheers.
We all went
Moved
red.
on to number 3, all red.
Number 3.
I am drinking the Merlot.
Yes.
Yep.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Cabernet Franc.
This one is from 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$66 a bottle. It's a very good wine.
Oh.
This one with steak, barbecue, you know,
Yeah.
when you need a heavier wine to help you with the fat of the meat,
Yeah.
right?
It's a beauty.
That would be like a ring to the finger.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think this is the best Canadian wine I've ever had.
Yeah, it's absolutely good quality wines.
I think
Yeah.
on the drive-in, didn't it say this has been voted the #1 small vineyard?
Yeah.
Canada?
I don't doubt it.
I don't
Yeah,
doubt it.
we'll
It's that
have to
good.
have a look on the way.
It's that good. Yeah. Right. Dessert wines.
Dessert one. I've already had half of mine.
Same here.
Disclosure.
Take 4.
Yeah.
For part B.
Take 4.
So we moved on to the ice wine.
Oh, these are so good. So I got the Riesling, a white ice wine, and my dad and Sam went for
No, I got the Cabernet Sauvignon Samuel too.
Ice
Yeah.
wine.
First time to try that.
Yeah.
The red
I-
ice wine. Very unique.
I never knew that the ice wine was made in the red also. I always had it white.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know about the ice wine, this is the wine that is made with the grapes when they are left on the vines until the extreme cold weather arrives and they freeze. The grapes, they freeze. And with those frozen grapes, they make this kind of wine. Okay, that's why they call it ice wine. But
It's
this
like
is good.
honey, liquid
Yeah.
honey. And I would like to try yours before
Yeah.
it
Our,
disappears.
mine tastes like strawberry jam.
Strawberry jam.
Yeah, that's what you
It's
described
like
it,
a
yeah.
liquid strawberry jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome. It'd be so good with a dessert. Wow. You like that?
I like the text that.
Isn't that good?
With these, I could have a whole bottle to myself. No problem. It's just so easy to drink. You want
Yeah.
more and more and more.
This with a slice of cheesecake.
Yeah.
Wow.
You could.
Oh.
Oh, that'd be the best.
You cannot top that.
No.
Let me have a taste of this.
Yeah, it's good. Or like a platter of cheese. I don't even need the cake because that's so sweet. This and cheese.
That's good, huh? Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice selection of wines here today.
This is very syrupy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of syrupy to the palate. You know, you can feel it like it's sticky. If I have to choose from the two,
Yeah.
I think I'll go with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You made a good choice.
Good choice, Audrey.
This is extremely good.
Yeah.
But if you give me the choice,
Let me try
I'll go
it.
with that one. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Huh?
That's awesome.
Which one of the two are
Yeah,
you?
I like Audrey's too.
Yeah.
Audrey, you picked the best one. for
She
sure.
picked the good one.
Good
What's
job.
that, Riesling?
Riesling.
Good job.
Riesling. Wow.
All right.
All right.
What a great day, huh?
A very
Yeah.
fun day visiting the falls, tasting some wine. Lovely weather today.
Today is, look, must be around what, 3:30 now?
Yeah.
It's one of those afternoons of late autumn that the sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky, nothing, no wind, and you can feel the sun hitting you, but just lukewarm, huh?
Yeah, you're kind of just wearing your fall jacket.
Yeah.
And you feel so comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's one of the very last days of the year before
Yeah.
winter comes and strangles you
Yeah.
for 3 months.
Yeah, a day like today, you feel like laying here on the grass and letting the sun hit you, and you can feel it on the face. One of those days that nothing seems to be moving. It feels like the time is standing still right now. Huh?
Yeah, for sure.
So we had a great day.
Yeah, it was a very fun outing, not too far from Toronto, an hour 15 minutes from
Yeah.
home, really. So
Yeah.
I think one of the highlights was just driving through Niagara on the Lake.
Oh,
None of us
yes.
had ever been there. What a beautiful place.
Yeah, recommended to visit.
Historic
because-
homes
Yeah,
and-
yeah, very colonial, historic. But another thing, if you're coming to visit this area with the vineyards and places like this, make a reservation.
Yes.
Don't make the mistake of coming all the way out here like we did
Yeah.
without a reservation,
That's so
because
true.
it gets packed.
It's packed.
Yeah.
These places are full. They have restaurants and
Yeah, quite honestly, we only got in due to a cancellation.
yeah. And
Yeah.
we're lucky.
Like we got
had
lucky.
To try a few places. This
Yeah.
was our
Yeah.
Our third attempt.
try.
Our third
Yeah,
attempt.
Yeah.
A third attempt. Don't be shy and hit the road and come and visit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
See you
Alright.
next one. Bye.
See you. Bye bye.
So what'd you think of the day?
I thought it was a pretty good day. It goes to show you can do a lot on a day trip. But if I could, we can't travel right now, but if I could, I'd want to go back for a weekend, base myself in Niagara on the Lake, go wine
Yes.
tasting, visit like 2 or
Yep.
3 different vineyards, just enjoy the town.
Exactly.
Walk around, beautiful trails, maybe do some of the activities at the falls.
I got 2 words. Long weekend.
Long weekend.
It would be an awesome
A
long
3-day
weekend. It would be an awesome long weekend destination. They also had some really nice looking hotels. Some look posh, for sure. But something that I found very interesting was just how different Niagara City, which is by Niagara Falls, is from Niagara on the Lake.
Okay, yeah.
2 different worlds.
Yeah. So Niagara Falls, the city by the falls, it kind of reminded me a little bit of Las Vegas, but like off the strip.
Yeah,
It just
the-
kind of had that vibe, you know?
It has a bit of a frontier theme park vibe.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Like just the restaurants and the
Yeah.
type of shops and the casinos, it just reminded me of that.
yeah.
Whereas Niagara on the Lake, it's super charming, like
Yeah,
old
historic.
colonial buildings, beautifully preserved.
Right.
Yeah.
And also not densely packed
Yeah.
with businesses. It's just very chill, has a chill vibe. Whereas I'm guessing Niagara City in a peak summer day prior to the pandemic must just be bananas. It was just fascinating to see how different those 2 places were,
Yeah,
even though they're so close to one another. I mean, what is it, about 20-minute drive, would you say?
I think so.
Something like that. It was so cool to go check out those 2 places when we could, and definitely recommend visiting.
And hopefully we can go back for a few more days. Maybe next year.
Yes,
This
next
year's
year.
basically over.
This year's
We're not
toast. It's gonna be
going this
it's gonna be
year.
too cold anyways. It's gonna be too frozen soon.
Yeah.
But sometime next year it would be great to go back.
Yeah. So we hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog that we filmed, this little day trip to Niagara and to the vineyards.
Yep.
And we'll see you soon.
We'll
with more
see
adventures.
you soon.
See ya. Yeehaw.
Yeah.